Welcome back to This The Pick.
Back to the show, you guys.
And we're back to our normal schedule. This is The Pick. We talk about football and we're going to be talking about basketball later in the season. We do college football and NFL. And this is our college football segment. Our first team we're going to talk about is Oklahoma versus Texas Tech. Oklahoma's favored by 13.5 points. I think Oklahoma's going to win this game. In The Pick, we talk about which team we think is going to win. We talk about the keys for both teams to win the game and the player of the game.
Yeah.
So the keys for Oklahoma, in my eyes, is they need to play sound defense. They struggle against big receivers, which Texas Tech does big receivers, and I'm really interested to see how they can play against a better offense. They've been playing really well against these last two teams, but they have terrible offenses. So I'm still a little wary. Oklahoma has a new defensive coordinator, so I think that's a promising sign. Mike Stoops wasn't getting it done, and that's why he got fired. But anyway, the keys for them is they play sound defense, and on offense, they just need to keep on doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Get as many points as they can. I don't see Texas Tech stopping them on offense. On defense, they need to tackle and don't let these big receivers just eat them alive at the point of attack.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see if Texas Tech can take advantage of these Oklahoma smaller DBs for Oklahoma, and if Bowman can play really well, they definitely have a chance.
Yeah.
I think Texas Tech needs to hold the ball a little bit and play really sound defense, see if they can get some turnovers.
Yeah.
I think that's really the only hope they have. Let's get a shootout, let's get lucky.
Yeah.
But I just don't see that happening. I think Oklahoma's will win by probably 10 points, maybe even 14. And the player of the game for Oklahoma on the offense is going to be Kyler Murray. And on defense is going to be a freshman. Most people probably don't know about him, but his name is Jalen Redmond. He's been, this is the third game of the season. He had blood clots problem earlier this season. And these two games he's played has been really good. So I think he's going to have a good game here. And if he can set the edge and get some pressure, I definitely think he's going to make an impact and help his team win this one. And for Texas Tech, I think not just one player, but the receivers in general need to play really well on offense. And on defense, Allen kid, Dakota Allen's a really good player, and he needs to play really well in this game to give his team a chance.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a very interesting game too. We've definitely been in some battles with Tech. And in our past, really an aired out game between us a lot in these past years, and that's what makes me nervous. They got these big receivers. They ain't got a bad quarterback. He's actually has a couple more 100 yards than our quarterback does. So, it makes me nervous, man, because they got these big, tall receivers, and they got actually a pretty good quarterback in Alan Bowman. He actually ain't that bad. He kind of has a little trouble throwing picks, but outside of that, he could get that ball out there to those receivers. So that makes me a little nervous, but I think we'll get the W. Keys for us is just do what we've been doing on offense. Keys for our defense is bend but don't break. I think that's what's going to happen a lot in this game because of those big receivers, they're going to get their catches. I just see it happening. Texas. They did it on us with their big giant receivers. So I think they're going to get down that field times in this game as well. So that's what we really need to work on for defensive wise is bend but don't break. Cause field goals, not touchdowns. And then if our offense does what they've been doing, then we could definitely get out of this game with a W. But keys for the Texas Tech, really just game clock, man. Just try to really keep our offense on that sidelines as much as possible because, that's our biggest weapon is our offense. So if they can, run the ball and kind of take the time of possession away from OU, then they definitely have a shot in this game. My players of the game for OU is going to be our man Hollywood Brown. I think he's going to ball out in this game and be the leading receiver in this game. And the star player, the key player for Tech is going to be their quarterback, Alec Bowman, like I said. I think he's could really throw that ball and get that ball down the field. He's really talented with his arm. Yeah, man, I think this could either go, one or two ways. Like he said, I think it could possibly be a shootout with these big guys. At receiver, them just chucking the ball down the field and them going up and getting it, and it could be a shootout, or we just take over this game and win by 3 or 4 touchdowns because we've been known to do that. So, but my opinion, I think we will win by at least 10 and go home with the dub, man. And like he said, though, to wrap it up real quick before I wrap it up, it's a tough place to play in Tech, man. Like I said, we played some huge games with them while in Tech, and when they get that home field advantage, it's a tough one. So, yeah, man, I think we're going to get the dub, though.
Alrighty, well, that's all I got to say about the game.
That'll do it for me. Please comment, like, subscribe. Of course, we'll love to hear your thoughts and opinions. We'll see you on the next one.
Next one.